Guys, so this is, whoa, it's not connected, but it's recording. Yeah, it's recording right now.
So you just explained everything while recording?
Yep, I explained everything while I was recording. And so then you read this out loud so that the people that are not here, but will be here on Friday, can hear it.
Of the first coordinate value of the ordered x, the range of the relation is the set of second coordinates or y values of the ordered pairs. The domain of the tracking scoring system is 1, 2, 3, 4. The range is 5, 3, 2, 1. Period.
Yeah, so this here, I don't know if you heard Terry, but he was a half a word behind everyone else. But these parentheses that Terry was talking about is called the set of. So everything inside of those parentheses means the set. So the set of 1, 2, 3, 4. The range is the set of 5, 3, 2, 1, right? So the domain is what values? X values. So on a graph, the domain, would that be the left and right or the up and down? Up and down. Dakota said up and down, if you didn't hear him. Up and down, he says, is what? It's the domain? Dakota is wrong. Because it's the X. It's the X, peoples. The X values. X, left, right, is the domain. Domain or X values is left, right. All right, Dakota. The range then. Left, right, up or down? Up and down. Dakota knows it.
Gold star for Dakota.
Up and down is the range, and this is the X is the domain. So that's pretty much what we're going to be working on. For example, 2 and 3 is the range and the domain. So we'll go ahead and go on to the next one. So now we need to give the domain and the range of the relation. So, domain. We want to write it as a set, right? So what values will that be as a set? All right, so as a set, we said the domain was up and down, left and right, Dakota. Which one? Domain, he said, was left and right, which is the X. So what is our smallest X, Terry? I expect you to say that now and on Friday. So the smallest value of X is 1. All right. What is our largest value of X, Maya? 5. So our domain is all of the points in between 1 and 5. Does it include 1? On the graph, does it include 1? How do you know it does or does not? I did say in between, right? But this circle right here, is it open or closed? It's closed. So does it include or not include the point 1? Does it include or not include the point 1? It does include. So is it going to be greater than or less than 1? Greater than or equal to. And so this, would we call this an and or an or? Okay, why an and? Because it's connected, yes. So that means we need to put our x in between these 2 points. And we write this as x is greater than 1 and less than or equal to 5. So that is our domain. And so our range is going to be in the same way. Our range, Danique, would that be up, down, left, or right? Up, down. So that's up, down, and that is our y. And so our y, is that going to be an and or an or for the range? It is going to be up, down, yes. It's going to be an and, just like the x is an and, because is the line connected for the graph? Yes. So that's going to be less than or equal to, less than or equal to. So what is our smallest? Yes, Rosa. Yes. All right. What is our smallest y, Nick? 3. He said right here, 3 is our smallest y, so that goes there. What is our largest y, Sam? 4. So that's that. That's our domain in range. Just like this. This is how they want you to write that. So all those points in between. If I had just given you, if I didn't give you the line, and I just gave you this point and this point, if I just gave you the blue point, if you heard some laughing that had nothing to do with math. All right? All right, so if I just gave you the blue points, what would our domain be? You would write it like this, right? What is our first point and what is our second point? What's our domain if it was just the blue? It's going to be in this set. Domain, is it x or y? The domain is your x. So what is the value of x in this point? 1. So that would go here. What's the value of x in the second point? 5. And then for your y's, what's the value of the smallest y? I'm not sure. The domain and the range. That's just how far from the lowest y to the highest y, how far from the lowest x to the largest x. So what's our smallest y? And our largest y? 4. So if you have a graph that is only points, if you have a graph that is only points, then this is how you're going to do your domain and range. You'll put it inside of a set. But if you have a line, you want to do it like the red that we did here. You want to do it like this over here. Go on to the next one. All right, so in this case, are we going to end up with x less than and x greater than, or are we going to end up with a domain inside of a set? Domain inside of a set. Why is that? Because we already did an x and y one. Because does this give us, this doesn't give us every single point in between, does it give us infinite points? It just gives us a set of points, so we just can only put those set of points. So the domain, is that going to be our first column or our second column? Which one is our x column? This is our x column, and this is our y column. So the domain is x, so we'll do the x. The domain is the x, so we do that. All right, go ahead and give me those points, starting with the smallest and working your way to the largest, or starting with the highest and working your way down. 1, 2, 5, 6. And the range is the y. And what is that? Negative 0? Okay. Why don't I put 0 in there twice? Because we're just talking about the points. If I just drew this point in there, right? So you know that I'm talking about that point. Do I draw it again? So that you know that I'm talking about this point? No, you already know that point. So why do you need to do it again? So, yeah, we only have the 1, 0 in there. So that's just like that. Give the domain and the range of the relation for a table. Is this going to be an and or an or is it going to be in a set? It's going to be in a set. So the domain, is that your x or your y? X. Domain is the x. Good. So what is our set? 1, 4, 8. Oh. And then our range, is that the x or the y? Y. I don't know what your guys' faces look like there for you people on Friday, but right now, some of the people here are just zoned out. Sam is just staring blankly into my face or the board or something, and it's just like, I don't know. It's so easy, it's boring. So whoever's doing this, you guys are going to be like, put it on double speed. We want to hear them like chipmunks. All right, so we will put it on double speed. So everyone talk really fast. 1, 4, like that. Why? Oh, yes. All right, everyone. We only put 1 and 4. Why not another 1? Because you already have the 1. You already have this 1 right here. We don't need it again. All right. So, yeah. Colby, if you heard that, laugh. He's like, what am I laughing at? I didn't hear anything. All right. So, that's that. Now, a function. Well, that's what you get for recording this instead of paying attention. All right. Check it out. Example 2. All right. Give the domain and the range of the relation. All right. Everyone, what's that? Oh, no, we're almost done. We got to go on to example 3, but somebody backed us up. All right. Here we go. A function is a special type of relation that pairs each domain value with exactly one range value. We've been going over this for the last 2 days, right? So you guys have an idea of what a function is and what it is not. Yes? Yes, the vertical line test. Or if for a given x, there is only one output y. All right? Give the domain and the range of the relation. Tell whether the relation is a function. Explain. For a given x, is there only one output? So we look through here. Any other 3s in the x position? Nick, where is the other 3 in the x position? The last one, yes. All right. So for this given input, it gives us what as an output? -2. For this given input, it gives us what as an output? +1. Is that a function? No. Why not? For a given input, you have to have the same output. They are not the same output, so not a function. Not a function. Why? Explain. Then you say, for a given input, there is only one output. Okay? Yes. I don't know what he just said, but I'm going to go to the next one. Explain whether this is or is not a function. All right, Patrick. Any numbers on the x, repeat.
No.
Olivia, any numbers on the x, repeat. No. So this is the x, this is the y. Any numbers on the x, repeat. What numbers repeat, Terry? No, that's on the y. The 2 and 1 are in the y. He's talking about invisible numbers, and we haven't gotten to those things yet. I don't know. We get to imaginary numbers eventually in Algebra 2. Yeah, we've talked about invisible numbers. No, we have not talked about invisible. We've talked about invisible lines, maybe. No, but yeah, invisible ones. Yeah, there's an invisible one right here. Yeah, sure. We have talked about those before. You're right. All right. And yeah, so when the bell rings. If you're wondering when the class gets over, it's when the bell rings.
19 more minutes, you guys. 19 more minutes.
All right. So for a given x, there is only one output. For the given -4, there's only the 2. For the given -8, there's the 2. For the 4, there's the 1. For the 5, there's the 1. For a given input, there's only one output. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. So it is a function. Yes. A function. All right? Because for a given output, there's only one. For a given input, there's only one output. For a given input, there is only one output. All right, last one. 3C. Give the domain and range of the relation. Tell whether the relation is a function. Explain. So, does this confuse you?
No. Yeah, it confuses me.
First, we need to draw some lines to help us figure this out. All right?
Not a function.
Yes, I'm still recording. Did you see these dots right here? That I just made. From here to here, what is this called? From this blue line that I drew on the left to here is what? Is the domain or the range?
Domain.
Why the domain? Because you go left to right to get to the lines. So what is our smallest x? -5. All right. Question. Is this gonna be in a set? Or is it gonna be as a and or an or inequality? It's going to be in a set because we are going to be graphing these points right here. Do you see those points? That's what we're going to be doing. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the wrong thing, and I was like, why am I saying this? Because I was looking at the wrong thing. This is an and or an or. Because what is you see these lines, right? And then you see this line right here. Is there any point from here to here that there is not a line? No. So that's an and function. Or, well, not necessarily a function. Is this a function or is this not a function? Why is this not a function? Does not pass the vertical line test. That's not very vertical, but as you can see, it passes through both the top and the bottom more than once. All right, so x, what's our smallest x? What's our smallest x? Right here. See this right here? That circle is -5. So what's our largest x? No, they get to see it. They get to see that going on. All right, so +3. A +3, so less than or equal to 3, +3. So what is our range then? So our range is this green line right here. Is that up and down, left or right?
Up and down.
Up and down. From the two green lines is up and down. What's our smallest green? -2 is less than or equal to y. And what is our largest? 1. This is 2, Rosa. So this is 1. Guys, we don't say that. All right? All right, so, and we said that this is not a function y. Yes. Does not pass vertical line test. One of my favorite songs is probably it's a VeggieTales song. Love songs with Mr. Lunt. He went to Burger Bell, you know. What's that? Yeah, I'll find it up for you guys. All right, so for 2, go ahead and do 15 through 20 odds. Page 243, 15 through 20 odds. And 11. Well, because it's a Friday, and I need to make sure you guys get sent home with homework. All right. So there you go. That's all done. All done.